Here in the wild.
Here in the wild.
You're gonna have to survive the crazy coughs.
Don't attack the calf. Let him learn. Move, bitch.
Some loot. Oh, he's at 4. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's at 3. No! What's up, guys? It's me, Skinflute again here. Doing a typical thing I would do when I'm AFKing or something like that. I love wood cutting. It's my thing. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna make a video. Just in case you guys are doing some AFK or something, and I'm gonna talk about the very first time I was lured. And I know you're gonna say, you know what? I've heard that plenty of times. Plenty of RuneScape players are talking about it. But you know what? I think every kind of story is unique in some sort of way. Except, it involves being lured to the wild, and everyone ends up with the same ending, practically. Like, they lose all their shit. I know you're looking at me like, whoa, 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 whoa. I've heard these plenty of times, but you know what? You haven't heard the Skinflute version. So, I'm going to give you my version of what happened. And, well, you see me wood cutting in the background. I've been busy with some other stuff on RS. I'm working on something right now. Let's be honest here. I kind of fucked up. I don't have a main. So, if you really pay attention, I'm in lack of a main. I haven't done any bossing, and I would love to bring you guys top content. And unfortunately, since I don't have a freaking main, I wouldn't want to, get that 4 defense up. But anyways, regardless, I am going to tell you the story of why. Actually, no. I screwed up there. I'm going to tell you the story of the first time I was lured. Or lured, whatever you guys, you're Americanos, you're Americanos, or whatever. Say it. Or anybody. I probably don't say it properly. But anyways. It started out when I did DT on my old, on RuneScape back in the day when it was 2007, 2008. Being a noob as I was, I never followed any guides. It was more like I constantly read the dialogue, it was cringe, but it was whatever. I did the dialogues and stuff, and unfortunately, since my brother and I, that's why my channel is called Identically Awesome. I have an identical twin. But anyways, my brother and I, we were both hooked on RuneScape, being in grade 8 and finding about RuneScape and not letting anyone know about it, because back in the day, playing RuneScape was something that you'd get frowned upon, you'd get shunned. But I played it, and eventually being a member was like the top crap. And back in the day, I didn't work, I didn't have a job, and having membership was like the best thing in the world. Like, I couldn't imagine spending my days, playing RuneScape. So I played a lot of RuneScape. Like, I would go to bed, wake up before school, 6 in the morning, start playing. Same with my twin brother. We only had one computer, but my sisters had their computer too. And unfortunately, they would have it with a code, so none of us could go in. But him and I, being slick as we were, we managed to bypass our passwords and all that crap, and we would play together. Him on one computer screen, and I'd be on the other computer screen. And so, anyways, my sisters caught on and switched the password eventually, so we were stuck with one computer. So eventually, I wanted to do DT. I was all about that mage XP because I was a mager. I loved mage, being magic, using all that crap, and everyone was talking about ancient magics, and I never had it. So I was like, yo, what is that? So eventually I did get it. But like, before that, I promised my twin brother 1 second, because I played 3 days in a row and he didn't get to play at all, because he sacrificed his time for me to get Desert Treasure done, sorry. And eventually I died a couple of times in that quest. It took me 3 days to do, but I did get it done. And the exchange was I buy him a whip, right? So this is your classic lure. Okay, practically I was woodcutting used like I am now, because I was a big woodcutter back in the original RuneScape 3 that is now EOC, whatever. But I was all about that woodcutting life. I would grind for days to woodcut just to make my money. as you see now. Eventually, I managed to get a couple thousand logs. I had somebody, before Grand Exchange was a thing. I had somebody. I think you had Grand Exchange before Grand Exchange was a thing, because I had somebody that I was. He was my client, right? So he was a person I would go and message him. I have 5,000 U logs. You want to buy them? And I wasn't good with prices, so I'm pretty sure I got ripped off. But it's whatever. Eventually, I had around 800K. I think whips were 2 point something mil back in the day, and I tried my best. I forgot about my friend's chat. I don't know why I had it on, because I've been scammed so many times, or attempted scammed. You know what I mean? And I've blocked so many people. But for some reason this day I had it on, or someone managed to catch me in the bank. But anyways, a guy close to my level messages me and asks me, hey, because I don't know how he knew I was looking for a whip. Maybe I had it in the forum. I just can't remember that far back. I was only 14. But I did get a message from this guy, and he started messaging me something like that. And, me being stupid and, me being all excited and everything, I was just I was just wondering what he wanted. I would reply back like, yeah, I want a whip. How much? He would ask me, eventually they would message me and say, I'm just taking a wild guess, but they were like, yeah, 2 mil, right? So they would say 2 mil, and then I remember messaging him back and telling him like, I don't have 2 mil, sorry. So he would message me back, and then he would say to me, he would say to me, I take items, and I was just like, no way, all excited. And then he told me to bring my whole bank, so to the wild. I think this was before the Wildy Ditch, actually. So before the Wilderness Ditch was created. So, him telling me, bring your whole bank, show me your items, right? Bring all your items and show them to me. I brought him like every single rune I had, every single mystic item I had, I had like a dragon skimmy and Darox and all that kind of stuff, and a couple Darox items, like not like a full Darox, because I did barrels a lot. And I fell for the bait. He dropped the 10K across that little stupid tree behind there, and I went for it. Of course I did get teleblocked, and a bunch of people came. And yeah, I got my ass slapped. I remember it like it was yesterday, because I cried my eyes out. Yes, I cried for pixels. And my twin brother had no sorrow for me, because he is just like, I still want my whip. So, being 14, you think about how many hours you spent getting all that stuff, and it just disappearing in an instant. It was a kick to the nuts. And you had no idea what to do. And you couldn't just call up anybody. What are they gonna do? They're gonna laugh at you for crying over pixels. My best friend, who actually got me back into RuneScape, calls my phone because he knew I got lured, and I'm bawling my eyes out, I'm bawling my eyes out, sad to say, over pixels. I know, guys, 1 like would help. Pray for me. For over pixels. But anyways, I was only 14. This is my honesty, and I have no shame. So yeah, essentially I did get lured, and I lost everything. And then my buddy calls my house, and my sister was making fun of me, because back in the day, she thought RuneScape was for nerds and that we shouldn't be playing it. Like, what are you doing? And my buddy told her to go fuck herself. And then, yeah, that was the end of that with him and her. They didn't like each other after that. But anyways, yeah, I was lured for every single thing I had. Hours of working for my brother's whip. And you know, it turns out, you know, it went down the drain. You know, being lured in the willy lure. You know what I mean? That was the most basic lure. You know what I mean? That anybody could do. And you know, me being a noob, you know, I got lured. I had plenty of people try to lure me, you know, message me saying they were Jagex Mod, we need your password, this and that. And I didn't fall for that because I wasn't dumb. But you know, I was so stupid because I was desperate to get that whip from my twin so he can get off my back, and it didn't work out. You know, I got slapped. So trying to grind everything back in the day, you know, you found me back at the U's when there was nothing but bots. You know, trying to gain my bank back, which I did. And eventually, you know, it did, you know, after all the grinding and all that stuff, because I never really had any close RuneScape friends, I did manage to get my brother his whip, and I did manage to rebuild. But that was the very first time I was lured. You know, you don't pay attention to these kind of things, because you never think it's going to happen to you. You know, just the other day, someone tried luring me. I think I still have the video. If I don't, then I screwed up. But anyways, I probably don't. But yeah, the other day someone tried luring me, saying they need help with Desert Treasure, and I was wearing all like nothing very special, but he was telling me to bring some good items because you know he needs help with a boss and you know all that stuff. He gives me a tablet that teleports you right to the lesser demons in the wilderness, like right where all the clan wars happens, deep in the wilderness around like level 43, and. Like, he's telling me he needs help, I bank all my shit, and I go over there and see him, I'm like, yo, you need your help, and you need my help, right? And he's just like, yeah, well, bring your, I banked all my shit, and I'm wearing some newbie items, I know I wasn't stupid, I already knew he was gonna lure me, and, you know, the guy gives me he tries, like, I didn't accept his trade for the tablet first, because I was like, yo, let me bank my stuff, and he says, oh, I already gave you one, then he walks away, logged out, because he knew I wasn't stupid, you know. So anyways, sorry for that rant or ramble, but yeah, that is the very first time I was ever lured. And then I've had the same lure happen, but like I wasn't dumb. I brought my twin brother in and we scammed the scammers, you know what I mean, and we managed to PK the douchebag. But yeah, like, you know what I mean, that was the very first time I was lured, and it was painful, you know, being in 07 when there's no GE and all that stuff. And you know what I used to do was I would just flip, you know, like the old style flip, like, you know, you would merch the items, like you would buy low, sell higher, you know, or buy normal and sell higher. Like I remember when D boots came out, I bought them for 500k and then I flipped them for 3 mil. So I had 2.5 mil profit. So you think about that. I mean, I remember when those were when they first came out. You know, no one knew what the prices were because there was no GE. So whatever it was, what it was, what it is. I remember I was in a clan, and I was like, "Yo, guys, I'm gonna go get these deep boots and put them on, and just to show off." And I'm like, "Yo, guess what? I got them." Everyone's like, "Oh, nice, those look nice." And I'm like, "Okay, guys, yo, I'm gonna sell them." Right? So that's what I would do. I would resell them, and then. Like you can imagine, like I was just making bank, you know. I was being a real OG, and yeah. But anyways, sorry, I'm just going off topic. But yeah, that's how I used to make money back in the day. So that was the first time I was lured, and that's the only time I'm gonna get lured. But I hope, you know, this helped this if you guys are AFKing or just looking for something to do. You know what I mean? I'm always here making vids. I mean, I've been slacking on my one vid a couple of days because I haven't been making any videos because I'm making a main, guys, and it's a pain in the ass to make a main, and it's backwards as well because I have a pure and his stats are pretty decent, especially like Slayer. I'm gonna have to get Slayer from 1 back up to like 70. I want to start doing all these bosses that I haven't done yet. Because this is the only account I have, and yeah, it's killing me. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys sub, you know, like the video. If not, you know, leave some comments on what you want to see. If you got any ideas for a future video, let me know. You know, I'll do my best. And I also do, you know, if you want to see me rushing people, I probably will get my ass kicked because I'm not the best BKer. I don't even know why I have this whole setup. You know, I nightmare zoned and all that stuff. It's just it's just a crazy build, but I just don't know how to properly use it. But yeah, you know, let me know any comments you guys want to see, any future videos, any future content you would like to see. You know, I also rap for fun. If you guys want to see a RuneScape rap video or something like that, just let me know. I'll put it in there. But I won't make like a RuneScape music video. I'll just make raps. I don't do the whole video in game crap. It's just not my style. But yeah, let me know. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this little first time I was lured video. I mean, it wasn't that crazy or that in depth, because you know, I don't want, you guys have probably heard like 1,000 times. So all right guys, take it easy.